All right, we are live. Just shooting the breeze, man. No big deals there. I'm going to post this link down here. I know Groovy's talking about doing nerd talk in about an hour or so. So, we'll see how it goes. Uh, I don't know much about Harry Potter, though. I really don't. Reason I don't know much about Harry Potter for nerd talk is because I've fallen asleep every time I've tried to watch any of the Harry Potters or any of the um, Lord of the Rings stuff. I can never get through the whole movie. I don't know. I doze off and I wake up and people are like, hey, it's time to leave the theater. Okay. So I never got into it that much, but we'll see how it goes. I might learn something, jump over there for a little bit after a while, maybe learn something. But I did post a StreamYard link in if anybody wants to jump up. This is impromptu. Actually, what I was doing is I set up my studio and everything, and Nikon had released a new software. So you could use your Nikon DSLR as a webcam. So I use a Logitech StreamCam, which is a great clear webcam that it's really fast on the focus. Looks great and it's plug and play. And I do suggest if you're going to use a Logitech StreamCam to have good studio lights and everything. But other than that, it's plug and play. And I plugged the Nikon in, and the picture was crap. And it was like, instead of making me appear in this whole box, I was like this big in the middle of it. And then I was trying to do some research on Google about, how do I make my Nikon D7200 work with this and all that. And I think it works better on the Nikon X series than the D series. But basically what they said was, oh, you want it to actually look good? Well, then you need a capture card, and you need an HDMI capture card. And then you run in from there to, it's like a third party thing, and then run it in. And then you can manipulate the ISO settings and all that on your camera. Otherwise, no. So I'm like, well, what good is this doing me? Especially when the StreamCam looks 10 times better than what that Nikon did when I plugged it in. I'm going to open up YouTube down here right quick on my other browser, and I'm going to pin this link. So let me go find my broadcast right quick. Go into the studio content live. Just killing time. There it is. Shareable link. I'll post this up here. It's probably going to double talk me. I'll mute. There it is. Mute. Now I'll go up here. What's up, Mayberry? How's it going? I see you posted something there. Pin message. So I'll pin that link, and it's pinned. All right, now I can get out of there. Hey, thanks for joining in. I'm just killing some time here tonight. Like I said, I was trying to set up my Nikon camera as a webcam, but I think I've got a great setup with this Logitech StreamCam as long as it's working. Stopping by a quick hello. Hey, Shark. How's it going? Getting ready to head out for some dinner. Yeah, I'm usually playing cards with my family on Friday nights, and my dad was hanging out with some friends, playing some other games at some bar. So we called it off for tonight. But I was talking about Groovy is going to be doing the nerd talk here in about an hour and 20 or 15 or so. So I may jump over there. We'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to jump up because I had my studio all set up, drug all that shit out here for nothing. Put all the lights up, got the Nikon out, adjusted the tripod, had everything, and crap. So I'm not going to buy another card, another adapter or anything because I've spent too much on this already. But since it was free software, I figured I'd give it a shot. And they're like, oh, yeah, it'll work. But, well, I haven't poured anything yet. Actually, I am extremely thirsty right now. So I need to go grab some hydration fluid before I get into the dehydration fluid. I actually slept well last night, and I took that ZzzQuil and went to bed about 9:30 and woke up about 7:30. but I still took a nap in the recliner a little earlier. I took about an hour and a half power nap. So let me grab something to drink right quick and see what I have in this fridge. And then we'll look at what I'm going to pour. Well, about the only option I have is this right here. So we're going to drink a zero sugar Coca-Cola. Yeah, I'll be pouring something good here in a little bit, RB. Fulton, what you up to, man?
Nothing much. Hey, say Jody, did you see any cake in the cheesecake in the refrigerator yet?
Yeah. I've got 3 of them over there.
April Fools.
Yeah, we're gonna have to teach you some better April Fool's stuff, Fulton.
There it is.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that.
Oops.
We'll work on it for next year.
Yeah. You'll try me next year. Well, my mom got me last night. It was a surprise, and she with a pooper scooper for the dog.
Oh yeah. See, a good April Fool's joke is, you won the lottery, or what's even better is one of them is like you bring somebody in, you say, "Hey, I got to talk to you about something, man. It's bad news," and you start telling them stuff, and then you get them all worked into it, and then you go April Fool's. Yeah.
Yep, that'd be a good idea.
Newfoundland or Eagles family, it just can't be too hideous,
Yeah.
you got to keep it. You don't want to give anybody what's that? You put them into shock or anything, you got to keep funky Uncle John. How's it going? But right now, guys, I'm drinking a Coke Zero Sugar because I was thirsty. But after this, I'm gonna find something to pour. I'm gonna change this layout too. I hate that layout. I like this one better. Now I had my studio all set up. I was doing trying to get my Nikon to work as a webcam, and come to find out it's a janky with what I have. So I had to turn it back off, but I got a great webcam here, plug and play.
What do you think of my new
today? It didn't work. Said I wasn't allowed to go anywhere.
Profile picture from Facebook. What do you think?
What's that?
What do you think of my new profile picture?
Oh, the new Sonic thing here.
Yep.
30th anniversary, huh? They got the new movie coming out. I thought the first movie bombed enough they wouldn't try to make another one, but I guess not.
Are you gonna go see that movie?
Probably not. I watched the first one. That was an hour and a half of my life I couldn't get back. RB, your wife is expecting not to see you tonight. That's what she's expecting, because you're gonna be online.
Can't remember. I can't believe I got up to like 35 entries. Whew.
35 what? Entries?
Oh, for the giveaway, actually.
Take the trash out.
I get confused.
Well, Thursday, I remember May, we were going to play darts, and we were like, "Hey, we're going to play on a dart league." And she said, "More like a dork league." That's about right, too.
Did you get anybody to prank today, or?
No, I can't. I can't do that. I thought about it a couple times. I would have to do like a group April Fool's joke. I couldn't isolate anybody. I don't know. It's different, if you're senior director stuff. You got to be careful. You don't want to get called into HR because you made somebody go into convulsions or anything.
Yeah. I'm starting my own podcast like next week.
All right. Start that podcast. But so what's everybody doing tonight? Just hanging out? I mean, if you're here, you're probably not anywhere else. So, like I said, I usually play cards with the family, but my dad had something else to do, so we kind of called it off. But yeah, StreamYard link's posted. So if anybody wants to come up, I'm just hanging out for a bit. And if nothing,
Chad's almost done with his live stream already, so
what's that?
swinging by.
Yeah.
The Chadio might come swing by.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't post it in the group chat tonight. It's sort of impromptu. I just kind of threw it out here, and pinned the link up at the top. I figured I'd get a few people over here if just hang out or whatever. But some people, they're not even a member of that group chat. But I know Groovy posted his link for, he said 8, but it's really 9 Eastern. So, I know he's going to be doing some kind of nerd talk, but I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
Hmm.
I don't know
Me
a
neither.
darn
'Cause
thing.
we're
I
not a
know
big fan of
Ron.
ourselves.
Wait. Let me tell you what I know about Harry Potter. I know somebody named Ron was in it, some character, and then Hermione, and then Harry, and then there was some big dude with a beard,
Hagrid.
Is that what it was? I started to say Hogwarts, but I think that was the name of the school, wasn't it? Hogwarts. Yeah, Haggard, Merle Haggard. Was that who it was? And then Hagrid, is that what his name was? And then there was some dude with no nose that I saw on some preview. And then there was something about snakes and spiders. And I woke up and the movie was over or something. I don't know. That's about it. Oh, and there was a train at the beginning, and they had to get on a train that drove into nowhere or something, and it took them to the school. And then I've heard people talk about muggles. But as far as any of the plot or any of that, I have no freaking clue. I can't even remember any of the teachers' names or any of that stuff. I have a very general sense about what Harry Potter. I know it was something about wizards and shit. And they had wands, and there was a hat. I remember a hat. They put the hat on the people's head because that happened early enough in the movie. I wasn't asleep yet. And that picked which school they were in or something. See, I'm kind of queuing stuff up here to see if Fulton. Do you know anything about Harry Potter, Fulton? Were you into Harry Potter?
No, I'm not a Harry Potter fan.
Okay,
because we're not liking Harry Potter that much. So, yeah.
Yeah, I have a hat. It tells me I'm in the school of bourbon. Well,
I should probably be back. I'm gonna see about Chad coming.
All right.
Live stream so I can share it for you guys.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yep, I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, bye. So yeah. And dude had a scar on his forehead. I'm trying to remember everything I know about Harry Potter, but I don't know. I don't need to be in on that conversation because everything I know is what I've seen on little clips of it or something. And I do think a muggle is somebody who doesn't have wizard powers or something. I think that's right. I don't know. All I know is 3 or 4 main characters. I can't. Dumbledore. That's the other thing. I was trying to remember Dumbledore because they had that spoof song with Dumbledore, and they were doing like the Muppet puppet thing, and they had. I remember Dumbledore from that. Yeah, that now Tombstone. Oh, wouldn't that be cool to do like a put the dialogue to Tombstone with the characters from Harry Potter and like that. Yeah, the only reason I remember Dumbledore though had nothing to do with the movie. Well, it did because the fans came up with some cartoon thing. That's the only reason I remembered that name. It took me a minute because I was trying to remember it, but yeah, have some. I don't know what characters would fit what role in Tombstone though. Wasn't Harry Potter kind of a pacifist or something? I don't know. He probably wouldn't walk up and slap nobody and tell them to get to work. Skin that smoke wagon. Whip that wand out and see what happens. Yeah. that don't sound good when it's a wand. Let me unsheath my sword. Yeah, let's have a spelling contest. Yeah. Oh, Ike, maybe poker's just not your game. I know. Let's have a spelling contest. Oh my gosh. We need to do a live stream where we just talk about Tombstone. Just little, not a watch party, but just, and we'll give you time to watch it ahead of time. It'll be a scheduled Tombstone only live stream, and we just sit around and talk about the favorite parts of Tombstone. Where's old White? Oh, he's still down there walking on water. He's down by the creek walking on water. And killed old Curly out there. Curly Bill. All right, we got that Coke Zero down. Yep, Tombstone Round Table. That's it. Oh, Funky Uncle John. That it's worth a watch now. It's and not just not Wyatt Earp, that movie, but Tombstone, and it's about Wyatt Earp and all that. But it had Val Kilmer in it. That's a good one to watch. Yeah, I stand corrected. You're an oak. You're no Daisy at all. No. All right, let's see here. I think I'm gonna start off with a little bit of the Duke. Just a touch. Coats the glass and makes everything I pour after it better. Is why I like to start with this Duke Grand Cru. It is just a touch, enough to swirl around. Gosh, if y'all were here and could smell the aromas in the air as I pour this, man, that's a great bourbon. Swirl this thing here a little bit. Get the glass coated up real well. Get some air in it. Whoo! Look at the dark amber on that one. Oh man, that Grand Cru barrels, that is awesome. But now Funky Uncle John, yeah, that's a good movie, and it's worth a watch too. It's like it'd be like a book club, you know. We'll have a stream where we just talk about Tombstone, and it gives everyone a chance to watch the movie, and then we'll have got to jump away for a minute. All right, we'll see you in a couple. But I'm gonna start on this Grand Cru, and I'm probably gonna pour a Eagle Rare on it and see what right on top of what's left in here, and see what that does for the Eagle Rare. Oh wow, the nose on that thing is fantastic. Mm. Sent a video. All right. What's up, Mr. Great Shot? I posted the StreamYard link if you want to jump up. I am sipping on a Duke Grand Cru Reserve right now, just a touch. Probably about a little over a half ounce of it. No. It's just a movie, a single movie, probably an hour and a half long, maybe a touch more, maybe 90-something minutes. It's worth a watch, though. Definitely worth a watch. He said, "You can't take us all." And he said, "No, you're right." But he said, "Your men may take me, but not before I turn your head into a canoe." He ain't bluffing. Sipping iced tea. Yeah. Well, I slept well last night. I know we were on stream last night, and then I got off there and I jumped over for just a few minutes with Chatio. And then I was like, man, I'm done because my melatonin was kicking in. I went to bed about 9:30, woke up about 7:30. So it was a good night's sleep. And then still this afternoon, when I got off work, I was getting ready to play cards with the family, but we called that off. But I slept for about an hour and a half power nap over here in this recliner. So I'm really good to go right now. Let me look at Tombstone right quick. Tombstone streaming. Let's see where it's on Amazon Prime Video for free. It's on YouTube for $3.99. Google Play Movies $3.99. Free with a Hulu Premium subscription. It looks like it's $3.99 on YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Vudu, and if you have Amazon Prime, it's free on Amazon Prime Videos, and or if you have a Hulu Premium subscription, you can watch it there. So that's just a quick Google search. So that's what I found. But $3.99, I mean, it comes out to what, $4 and something, tax and all is barely over. But yeah, we may do that. And of course, I can't rebroadcast it or anything on here, but a lot of people have Prime, Amazon Prime Video. So, but it'd be worth a watch. I'd watch it again for sure. I've seen it 4 or 5 times, but I'd watch it again for sure. And I've also downloaded the script for it at one point, and because I was tired of trying to remember exactly what the lines were, because you get it wrong. It's sort of like, people go, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? And he never said that in the movie. I mean, there's a series of things that Eastwood says around that in Dirty Harry, but he never says it exactly like people quote it. And so I like going back and looking at the dialogue from the movie and read it for myself. And then I'm like, no, that's not right. And then I watch the movie and I'm like, yep, that's right. Because we tend to get different scenes kind of pushed together, and then the way we remember it. But yeah, that script is pretty on too. They didn't venture off. Now, if you try to download a Robin Williams movie and you have the original script, it'll either say Robin or whatever the character's name is, ad libs here, and that was the way Good Morning Vietnam was. He went off script so much though on that one. After that, they just started writing the script and they would say, Robin Williams does stuff here. And that was it. And that was, I saw a documentary film on that one time. It was crazy the way they were writing stuff for him. That was sad. People suffering from a depression and all, and the way that hits them. But yeah, that was some people liked him. Some people, got tired of it because it was pretty much the same shtick over and over. But he threw some good stuff in every once in a while. But yeah, they said he could not stay on script. He came up with almost everything that made Mork and Mindy good. All the memorable things, the Nanu Nanu and all that junk, that was all, he just made all that crap up on the spot. It'd have to be crazy to live with a mind like that just fires on all cylinders all the time. Just that would have to drive you half crazy. That's just my opinion. I don't know, but it made a lot of money. But evidently, he had also burnt his candle completely out. So, but a lot of actor or comedians and all go through depression and all that junk. I know RB and I, he said he had to step away, but he'd be back. But RB and I went to see, we liked Ralphie May. I actually took a date to that and I couldn't. It was, anyway, I didn't go well because something had happened at work and we were excited about something and I was preoccupied. I wasn't giving my full attention to the person I took to the comedy club. So I was kind of ignoring her, but that's okay. It worked out for the best. But no, it was Ralphie May was funny, and he was on some kind of comedy. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like they were all living in the same house, and it was kind of like Big Brother, but they had to put on comedy skits and make it through to the next round. It's kind of like a mix between, I guess, Big Brother and like those American Idol shows or something, but it was comedians. And yeah, he won that thing, I think. Hey, what's everybody up to besides just sitting here watching me babble on? Babylon. That's it. Because I will babble. I will just sit here and talk. But very impromptu. Didn't have anything planned. Tried to get my Nikon set up. Didn't work. Rather have the stream cam. Plug and play. Good stuff. If anybody, what's up, John Argent? How's it going? If anybody has a topic, throw it out. If I don't know anything about it, I'll make some shit up. How about that? But we can talk bourbon. But now I'm still planning on doing the documentary film at the end of May. I'm going to book my room, but I'm not too, I need to be. I think it's Memorial Day weekend, so I need to look and go ahead and book my room, but it's not far. I mean, it's fairly over the Kentucky line. There's not a lot there. Yeah, Mr. Great Shot. I've got the game room and the bourbon room with the big theater screen and all that, but it doesn't compare to Mr. Great Shot's back porch. And I know why he's always out there on it. Now, we haven't seen the rest of his house, but he has the outdoor hangout spot that puts everybody's to shame. Unless you got a good back, but he's got a rock wall behind his swimming pool and a jacuzzi area, a hot tub, freaking all this stuff set up with disc golf baskets out on his acreage. Yeah, he's got the setup out there. All right, Funky Uncle, get you some more beer. What kind of beer you getting? Get something good, man. Get something good. It's Friday. Bring back some IPAs or something. Well, that's why you got to have parties and stuff. I like a lot of elbow room, whether it's too big for me or not. I mean, I'm in this room I'm in is I don't know, it's 24 by 24 feet. So whatever square foot that is, but I like it out here. Plenty of room to set my studio, lights up and everything. The only thing is I can't leave my studio out. Let's see, I might have asked for 6 and 20. Is that what? 6 and 20 Distillery. I have not heard of that one. If I have, I've forgotten. It does not ring a bell though. 6 and 20 Distillery. I can look it up right quick. Is it an actual distillery? Let's see, 6 and 20 Distillery. South Carolina Premium Craft Distillery. They say we craft our spirits. Do they actually distill? Let's see. I am of legal drinking age. Grain to Glass Spirits, tours every Saturday, located down there, reserve a tour online. Okay, it says distilled using local grains. Okay, South Carolina. And the reason I'm making a big deal out of do they distill, it looks like they do. Our spirits. Oh, wait a minute. Back up. They're using the same picture. Oh, man. The background picture that when you click over there to the spirits, those I've seen those barrels back there before in another picture. Let's see. Well, I tried to click on Our Spirits, and it just takes me back to the legal drinking age main page. Let's see. At the distillery. Reserve a tour. Oh, yeah, there's the vats. They've actually got the stills. They've got what they need there. They also have whoever she is. Yeah, the reason because there's a lot of NDPs out there, non-distilling producers that call themselves a distillery, and they will get MGP and they will pick a mash bill from MGP, and then they'll age it, and all that, and then they'll say on the bottle they can't say distilled by, they'll say produced and bottled by. And then they'll say distilled, like if they even put it on there, like distilled in Illinois or whatever, and that's. I mean, Indiana. That's MGP. But, and they'll disclose they're like, oh, this is a blend of 3 different mash bills, and all it is the 3 bourbon mash bills that MGP offers, and then they'll get them and age them. But no, that looked like a real distillery. So is it any good though? 6 and 20. I know there's Old Nick Williams is here in right outside of Winston-Salem. And I'm still going to visit that distillery, but eventually. But they're only doing they have not even back up to the 2-year yet. So I'm waiting on them to get up to the 2-year at least, so they'll have straight bourbon, and because right now all they have is just the young bourbon. But once they get up to bottling straight bourbon whiskey, then I'll go pay them a visit. It's a journey. It's a journey for them, but. I mean, it takes a while, man. I mean, if you're going to start up a business, I've been waiting to try it, hoping you might. Yeah, I haven't seen it here. I have not. I mean, I'll ask Chris in my local hookup spot, and if she can order it. What's up, Robert Strickland? If she can order it, she will. But I mean, I'm going to look it up. I'll look, when I have more time than sitting here. I don't want to be Googling while I'm supposed to be engaging. But I'll look it up and look at the age on it, the mash bills they have, if they disclose them or whatever. But it said they were using local grain. So I'm assuming it's mostly South Carolina grain that they're using. And look at the age on them and what their offerings are. But if it's not straight bourbon, it's probably going to come across a little harsh and young, but we'll see. I could tell you a lot if I knew more about it, but what you might could expect. And I don't know how they cut it down, or what proof they bottle it at, or anything. So all those things will give you some hints on what you're about to get. If they proof it all the way down to 80, you're going to get a disappointing watery type bourbon. And a lot of times they do that when they age it too fast, and they want to cut it down because they want to water that little bit of those bitters down in it. And they do it, age it fast for color, and then it pulls out the wood tannins and makes it a little bitter, and then they water it, proof it way down to smooth it out a little bit, but it really is not smoothing it out. What's up, Mr. Great Shot?
Hey there, how you doing today?
All right. Yeah, I run into problems with local distilleries. Clyde Mays, there you go.
Break out the big bottle.
Alabama. Yeah, he's got that. That's that double magnum bottle in it.
Uh-huh. I've just got huge hands. They're just
That's right.
huge. No, I've never tried this before. That's why I got they had samples, the little, what are these, 500 mil or something?
Yeah.
50 mil.
Oh, Clyde Mays, he was a rum runner, moonshiner.
Uh-huh.
And that was where that, got going. Alabama moonshiner. I think I have a Clyde Mays somewhere. Yeah, I do. I have a Clyde Mays 5-year. Yeah, I have the 5.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right. It's
Oh,
pretty
wait a
good.
minute. It says distilled and bottled for some name that I can't pronounce. Something Ridge Distillery, Coca, Florida? Coca FL?
Yeah, let me see what this one says on it. Conicum Ridge Distillery.
Yeah.
Conica Ridge.
So it's just,
yeah,
it's not made in Alabama?
No, but it's what it is Clyde. It's supposed to be Clyde May, and they like this bottle has his picture on the back.
Mm-hmm.
There, a little like a etched picture of him, and he was famous rum runner, well, moonshiner, in Alabama, and I think it's supposed to be like a recipe, like his recipe or whatever. Not just a moonshiner. I mean, he was a bootlegger, put it that way.
Okay.
He made bourbon, and that was supposed to be his recipe. It's sort of like when they bring up old, like Blade and Bow is supposed to be an old Julian Van Winkle recipe, and Julian was Pappy Van Winkle.
Okay.
Right, and they'll put their name on stuff and use their name, but
It's not bad. It's got an odd sour note at the
probably
back
sour
end.
mash.
Okay. Doesn't say at all. 85 proof.
That's one of the problems. It's only 85 proof, and that gives it kind of that musty note to it because it's got too much water in it. It's what it is.
Using that nasty water.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of I don't know how to explain it. It just, when I taste bourbon that's too watered down, they've cut it too much. I say it tastes like pocket lint. That's the only thing I can, it's just, I don't know. It's just something that takes my mind to like a musty dryer or something, when the clothes, like if you stop a dryer almost finished, but the clothes are still just a little bit damp and you get that aroma off of it. That's kind of, that undertone gets in bourbons whenever they water them, cut them too much.
Okay. Yeah, most of my bourbon, I like it around at least 100 proof.
Yeah, and 95 and up, I like on some of them. It depends on the mash, on the age, on the, all that stuff. And but no, I love the over 100 proof. Now you can get up there around 125 and stuff like that, and 27, and I've had 132 before. Just depends. But I guarantee you one thing: if they bottle something at 132, they didn't get a lot of bottles out of that barrel.
No, probably not.
They lost a hell of a lot of liquid out of that barrel.
I did pick me up a bottle of 1910 today.
Oh yeah, now you can do the 1915. That's good stuff, man.
Exactly. So now I can hook up with that. So that'll be something different. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna order
I'll
one of
probably
those
do that
labels.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna order one of those labels, and then I'm gonna, over the course of next couple of weeks, I'm gonna finish off at 1920 because I have a whole other 1920 unopened,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna finish my 1920. I got about like that much left in it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna finish it off, and then I'm gonna relabel it as a 1915, and then I'm gonna cut them in half, and
Yep.
do me a 1915.
That'll be cool. Yeah, that I haven't tried that yet, so I'm looking forward to trying that. I'll probably do that tomorrow.
The best way to try it is the way Joe and I did on the Saturday sip along when we did the 1915, is to pour a little bit of each, and then nose them both and taste them both, and then pour them together and swirl them,
Okay.
and see what the experience is. That's where you get the true, like, how good it really is.
Okay.
A 5-year single barrel. Now the I have the Clyde Mays 5-year. Yeah, he
Okay.
doesn't. He has the regular Clyde May.
Yeah.
Because the 5-year comes in a silver black label. It's black and silver. And the one you have is like the regular Clyde Mays. And it's probably 3 years or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's the
like
regular. Yeah. Alabama style whiskey is what they call it, you know.
I didn't have high hopes for it, but I
Yeah.
figured for a couple of bucks, I'll try it, just to see if it's any good. It's okay, but I probably won't get another one. At
Yeah.
least not of
I
that.
mean, and that's one of the ones, like this one, the 5-year is a straight bourbon. See, and the one you have is Alabama style whiskey.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So this
probably
is the other,
big difference.
right. Now I do have like the number 9 stuff. I have some up here that aren't bourbons. Now I also have an Uncle Nearest.
I've heard of
Uncle Nearest Premium, and they call it a Tennessee whiskey, but legally it could be called a bourbon.
it. Okay.
They just call it Tennessee whiskey for home state pride.
Yeah.
But Jack Daniels could be
it's
called
okay.
bourbon. Yeah, and that's one thing. I'm pretty picky about American whiskeys. Like I've had hit or misses out of American whiskeys that aren't made. They can't be called bourbon. There's something off about it, that, like they didn't use enough corn, or they didn't age it, in a new oak barrel or whatever. And depending on what they cheated on, I call it cheating. But and I'm not saying they cheated, like, but you can. I'm more saying, oh well, if you're going to cheat that board one way or another, make it a little too long, type thing.
Yeah. Well, I would prefer that, and you can get away with that, in other places. They can't do it down here really, unless, you, like you say, you climate control the warehouse. But
yeah, but then you're gonna have to charge $500 for a bottle of bourbon.
Exactly. So they'll get away with just, oh, it's whiskey. That's most of it's pretty good. I mean, like the Still Austin, and some of the other ones they're coming out with down here. They're pretty dang good whiskeys. But,
around
they
Austin
just
though,
don't have the age.
What's that spring there in Austin?
Barton
Springs. Barton Springs. That water stays at like 50 something degrees all the time.
Oh yeah.
I know there's areas around caves or whatever that you could find a place in Austin where you could slow age. I mean, you could probably come up with some.
Yeah, probably, but land around here is
premium,
stupid expensive.
Oh yeah. But if you're going to have $1 million, several $1 million distillery,
Mhm.
You know, even if you had just a spot where that cool water would run through the warehouse, you know,
Yeah.
just run through and have like a grate over it where, you know,
Yeah.
people are walking by and it's just this fresh, cool spring water cooling the warehouse. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
awesome?
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool for sure.
What's up, Crazy Yan?
Hey, Ann.
No, man, I'd love to have a little spot set up like that. You would be the millionaire of Austin if you had secured that
Oh
way
yeah.
back in the day, you know, and you owned that
Yeah,
land.
for sure. I could have held
Uh,
on to it for this long, you know. But right now,
because
I mean, like where I'm at now, up the road, Tesla moved in. They built
yeah.
that big gigafactory up there. So as soon as they did that, well, City of Austin said, "Oh, well, everybody's land is worth more money now." You
Oh,
know.
fuck yeah. Well, what makes it
Great.
worth more money is though, see, Dell moved in
Yeah.
and now Tesla, and they moved from
Hmm.
California out there.
Hey, Phil.
What's up,
What's
Phil?
happening, man?
And
Oh,
people in
chilling.
California were selling their houses for like $3 and $4 million. And then they moved to
Yeah,
Austin
exactly.
and they're looking at a $750,000 McMansion and they're like, well, I'll
Yep.
give you a 1.5 million cash for it right now. And
Yep.
they're like, well, fuck yeah, you're going to double what I'm asking for it, you know, or whatever.
Oh
And
yeah.
so they would do that. And it drove the house prices up because
Yep.
people saw they could get the money for it. And then once those people move in, they're very discerning and they are willing to pay a lot of taxes, but they're very demanding about, I want my shopping center to have stonework on the front of it. I want these nice
Yeah.
fancy street lights. I want a 4-lane road through here. I don't want backed up
Yeah.
traffic. And they're like, well, we can do all that, but we're going to have to raise property taxes to pay for all of it. And they're like, go for it. And that's what drives
Hmm.
the community price up.
Well, they don't have a state income tax here either. So,
Right.
you know, that's part of the thing too. You know, most of the money they get for that kind of stuff comes from, you know, property taxes.
Yep.
So,
And it's a local property tax, community property, you know, taxes and stuff tacked on. And or like when we lived between Fort Worth and Arlington, I was on the line and we were on the Fort Worth side, but we had to pay for school buses on both sides and ambulance service on both sides because they charge you for the hospital ambulance things within a so
Yeah.
many mile radius. So we had to pay to like 3 or 4 different ISDs and 3 or 4 different, you know, things.
Dang.
But where we were was kind of we bought the cheapest house in the highest end area. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Back then when we were there. So we had this little house with all these huge houses around us. And like 2 blocks over was like radio personalities and like massive like
Mm,
plastic surgeon doctors and you know all this stuff. But and Barry Corbin from Northern Exposure, you know, they all lived over in this area. But it was a high property tax right around that area.
yeah.
What's up, Mayberry? Oh, so we finally got another week behind us, eh?
Oh yeah. I finally got some sleep.
Did ya?
I slept good last night, and then I took an hour and a half power nap between like 4 and 5:30.
That's good. Nope,
Yeah.
I am ready for the weekend. Of course, I had pickup truck problems on the way home, so I'll be working on that come tomorrow morning. But I don't know, 376,000 miles on it. Something's finally going to give, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So,
Or more than likely 2 to 3 things.
All right, I'm gonna save that little dribble of Grand Cru. It's like a little half sip in there, and I'm gonna pour some Eagle Rare on it and see what they do together.
there you go.
Oh, okay.
That
We got
was
to finish off this Old Forester.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, here it is.
Which
there's
one is
another
that, Phil?
pour in there. Huh?
Which one? Oh, Forster. Oh, the 20. Okay.
Yeah. There's another pour left in that bottle.
Yep. Yeah, I was just telling Jody I just picked up a bottle of the 1910 today.
Yeah, I haven't had the 1910. I got the
I had-
Statesman.
Yeah,
back
I've
here.
tried that one. I haven't tried, and the rye is real tasty. But I
Okay.
haven't tried the 1910.
Yeah, I've had the I got the rye back here. Yeah, the no, that's Wild Turkey. This is this is Old First. Yeah, yeah.
Now, I will say this before you get the 1910, of course, it's all personal preference, but the 1920 by itself is way better to me than the 1910 is by itself. But when you mix them together and make that 1915, it elevates both of them.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't
Big
get
safe.
the 1910 as a solo sipper. I would only get it to mix with the 1920.
Ooh.
I'm doing a 2018 BCS
2018. Yeah, I got one of those left.
sitting over here, and then this. Yeah, so
That sounds good.
Yeah, I only have
just
one.
going
2018.
slow, taking my time, in no hurry to get anywhere.
Yeah.
What's up, Raven?
I drank too much yesterday. I'm on the. I had a couple of little pours this afternoon and tea.
I got you.
Oh,
Yeah, well, the last 3 weeks I've taken off some weight, so I don't get back heavy into the stouts or whatnot. That's why I've gone to the Miller Lite and stuff, and I want to continue down this road. So I need to.
There you
So
go. Well, that's good.
yep. I got back
I
up to
think
the
I'm-
heaviest I've been.
I think I'm about to lose all this.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny is I saw your Facebook thing today, and I didn't realize that was you.
Which my Facebook pic?
Yeah.
well, when he
Is it
goes,
you with the
off
great
of,
big cigar and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
well,
that's
that looked like
when he,
you.
Oh yeah,
You're-
because I don't think I didn't have all this.
Yeah.
yeah. Turn your
Yeah.
camera off for a second.
My what?
Your
camera.
camera. Stop cam.
Your avatar, so we can see your avatar.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Camera. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that
one. Yep, that's his Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, two different fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the beard, This stuff comes and goes, I hate to shave, and I can't keep it trimmed like Jody does. I can't do that very good. I wind up, trimming off too much on this side and not enough over here. And then by the time I get it all fixed, I'm just like, you just buzz it off, It'll all come back anyway.
That's
You
my
said he
one boy.
was-
My one boy grows this nice, big, full beard. I mean, black as black can be.
Mhm.
And then he'll start messing around with it, trying to trim it up. And then next thing I know, he's completely shaven and baby face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same thing. Typically, what I'll do is I'll leave the mustache and cut all of this off, and then just leave the mustache with the goatee thing. But it's starting to get too long now.
Yeah.
I can do like
I want to
this,
do another
so you
collab
ain't got that
with
much
Malt
hanging
Music
out.
at some point.
So
So hope you're doing well. He said he's going to hit the town. So
Uh,
all right, Funkle, he's back. Now we were talking earlier, Phil, about doing a rewatching Tombstone, or watching it if you haven't watched it, and
okay.
then do a Tombstone live some night.
Okay. Just let me know. I'll find out where I got to watch it, and I'll watch it.
Yeah, I looked it up earlier. It was Amazon Prime Video. It's free there. And then it's $3.99 on a bunch of different. If you have Hulu Premium, it's free there too.
Wow. Look at there. Look
Crazy,
at that.
ain't it?
Wow.
hey, Ed.
I didn't get to watch earlier. I
you
saw
doing?
you were on the Call of Duty, but I didn't get to watch any of it.
Yeah, I was playing
Yeah.
with the boys.
Yeah.
I
And
got a
she
buddy
kept
of
it
mine
so
that plays that
clean.
quite often.
I know. You didn't say a single wordy dirt.
No,
Not a single one.
What's that top you got on? It's like she's got her hair's all dark. She's got a dark hat on. She's like I like
Yeah.
like that top.
That's it.
Uh,
it's like a dream catcher.
Ah.
Yeah,
You like
my-
what's on it. You
She
know.
got the Johnny Cash going.
yeah,
What guy does it, right?
I got this one.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Zombie. Rob.
I probably shouldn't
Rob.
show the back.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, when's the Rob Zombie movie coming out? I got to see that.
Yeah,
I can't see.
I don't know.
Well, I got teased with it one time.
Can't really show the back.
Oh,
I forgot
really?
yeah,
Put the TVMA up. and then you can do it.
I'll put it up.
You
What I
should you
need
should
to.
have that up to go to media.
Russell.
Hey,
Hey,
Raven.
see,
It
my
doesn't have to
beard,
be
my
there.
beard is longer than. Yes.
Mhm.
It looks like we
Yep.
have the usual suspects in the chat anyway. They're all used to it.
Oh yeah. Just put TVMA up.
Funky Uncle John.
There's no rule for that,
Let's see. Can you
You
see?
mess around.
but just for Crazy Ann, I put it
Given
up.
ever. There you go.
What did it say on top there? I don't.
No fucks given ever.
Okay. Well, that's not so bad.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you talk about it. It's fine.
Yeah, I went,
I
I
thought
went
there
across
was
the
like a
street and
naked
saw
woman on
them.
the back or something, and then you get in trouble.
There's a whole
Saw him across
documentary
the street from
film.
me.
There's a whole documentary film on Netflix about the word fuck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nicolas Cage does the thing on it, and you know, for me, that's one of the most versatile cuss words ever, and I agree wholeheartedly with that documentary.
I never say
Yep.
that word.
I
Nothing wrong with it.
I kind of have to watch myself sometimes, but you know, because you use it for you know, a noun, a verb, an adverb. You know, it's everything pretty much.
It can be used as any type of word.
Mhm.
Just a word.
You can fuck, you can get fucked, you can have a fucking good time. I mean, the whole thing. It's just a very useful
You
word.
can go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Spicy and inbreed. Hello.
Spicy and inbred. What's up?
Have anybody ever tried this?
There you go. Some Costco ones. Those Costco ones.
No, I have not.
Oh, I got this from Sam's Club.
Okay. Similar then.
I had to lay off the jerky. Every time I eat beef jerky or whatever, I have to drink like 5 gallons of water.
Yeah.
Then I also had to drink some of this vitamin water.
Spicy and inbred, how's it going?
Oh, I like that. Go back to that avatar for spicy and inbred.
Oh yeah,
There you
that's
go. That's
old
long.
Goonies.
Hey guys! Hey!
Yeah.
Dog treats.
Oh man, they had a place in Hill County, Texas. They had it's a butcher shop, but they made their own jerky, and they had bacon jerky in there. And I got freaking addicted to that stuff.
Oh man.
But it wasn't like jerky, like it wasn't like it was a little bit chewy, but it it would melt in your mouth a lot faster.
Mhm.
And I would pay $6 or $7 for a little old. It felt like I was buying something illegal.
I got something else that'll melt in your mouth.
Yeah.
Really now. Jody's mouth.
Well, the only time I've had that happen is, you know,
Hey, you was talking to Jody. Come on.
Crazy
now.
Ann, it only melts in your mouth if you do it wrong.
Great googly moogly.
Mm-hmm. Now you the one.
My hummingbirds and the purple martins are back now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hummingbirds are all buzzing around me now. I've got like 3 here already. Last year I got I think for a while for a little while there I had about like I think it was like 25 or something I counted at one time.
Have you ever seen that guy? I don't know if he's on YouTube or he's on TikTok.
Are you seeing
He's
behind
got
me?
one-
I
He's
see
got
them
one.
both in the tower, yeah.
He's got one he calls Hector, and he holds out a little jar with the nectar in it, and Hector
Yeah.
comes up and lands right on his finger.
That's
Stop
cool.
coming, stop, and we'll actually drink right out of it.
Let's see, I bet I can.
I saw some on TikTok.
Yeah,
Right about there.
there you can see the feeder there behind me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there.
There you go.
Is there only hummingbirds are feeding on it? It looks like some bees too.
No.
No,
Man, them hummingbirds are getting a fight on. When I was lived in Fort Worth, we'd put one of those things out and hang it on I had a cedar deck, on the back of the house with an awning come out, and we'd hang it under there, and they would get to fighting each other trying to get up there. Ladybug.
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 She's crawling on my paper towel like she lives here or something.
Yep.
Well,
The hell, bitch.
Just
she's
trying to find the
harmful.
edge of the world.
You should
This is the
take
time
her
of the
out.
year when that stuff, when it starts getting warm,
Mhm.
this stuff starts to unthaw.
You should take her out, you know. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You should, yeah, take her in the hand. Put
Have
her
y'all ever seen ladybug spawns? And we were out, we had that 10 acres of land, and one day I walked outside and the whole damn place was just swarming with ladybugs. And what they had done is got up in the top of the shop up there at the top of they put the siding on like the big shop door that raises up, and they had nested up in there, and like they all hatched out, or like they were all coming out, and I was like, how much room is in there? Because I mean, they were just swarms of them. And I looked it up, and then I found out that when they do that, like they just swarm up like crazy. Blake Hurst, what's going on?
Hey, Blake. Blake was in my chat. Listen to me cussing and yelling.
Yeah, I had a little Grand Cru, and I saved a little in the glass, and I poured some Eagle Rare over that dribble I had. So it didn't. I don't think it did a lot for the Eagle Rare, but my tongue was already kind of lambasted by all the flavors of the Grand Cru, so I'm starting to get back into the flavor of the Eagle Rare now.
So have you had one of these 2018 BCSs yet?
I have had one of them.
Yeah, of everything I've had BCS so far, this is the one I've liked the least.
Yeah, I like the 2020.
I love the 2020.
Yep. And the 2019 was okay. It was better than the 2018, but not as good as the 2020.
No, correct. Nothing. I haven't had anything that I have felt as good as the 2020 that I've had.
Yeah.
So, what's up, goddamn bacon?
Tuned in just in time to be reminded
pepper
that
in
when
the ground.
ladybugs breed, they really, really breed. Yep.
Well, I got my pepper seeds this week from Jimmy Pickles, and the only ones I don't know. He gave me extra. He always gives me free pepper seeds, and I want to minimize my plants this year, but I'm gonna grow them all, and then I'm just gonna put in each one of my pots, instead of doing one plant in a pot, I'm gonna do 2 or 3 plants in a pot, and just say fuck it, let them go, let them grow, and we're gonna have some. My hot one this year is gonna be Primatali, so it's hotter than a Carolina Reaper. So
Are you sure it's that hot?
it is. Primatalis are hotter than a Carolina Reaper, so that's what we're growing this year. We're not growing a bunch of peppers. We're not putting them in the yard, and I'm starting later than I've ever started before, starting in April. But I'm going to get this weekend. I'm going to get my peppers, and I'm going to get it started, and I'm going to stick myself 10 pots. Period. 10 pots is all I'm doing. So
I want to get a bourbon barrel and cut it in half and have both halves of the bourbon barrel and drill a hole in the bottom, the end cap on that bourbon barrel so water will drain out, and then use that as planters outside to grow stuff.
that'd be good. I mean, but bourbon barrel is going to rot after a few years.
Well, I mean, they're charred and they're used to holding moisture. I mean, you know, you can also spray the outside of it with a treated, like deck treating and stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Cajun, aka Boo.
Look,
Look at it. You got it. I see.
I was close. I was damn close.
How you
Look
been, Spicy? Great shot. Bourbon, how you doing, mon ami? Raven, what's been going on, brother? Miss
doing good tonight.
Dylan. Hello, everybody in chat. How y'all are?
We are.
That'll work.
I wished I'd felt this good last night when I was doing my regular stream. I feel really good today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was lurking for a while. Last night or night before last, you had your giveaways. It was last night, giveaways and stuff.
Yeah, I was doing the slap on the giveaway thing.
Yeah. So, Spicy.
Yes, sir.
I heard you say you found something hotter than the Carolina Reaper, and you mentioned Did I hear Primo in there?
Primatali.
Primo or Primo?
Primo.
Primatali.
Primo.
Okay. Is that Troy Primo's variant
Yeah.
or? Okay, Troy's my cousin.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm in Southwest
Okay.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy's originally from Indian Bayou, but lives in Lafayette now.
No, the Primatali is one of those cross breeds that he was working on, and other guys have done other variants and stuff too. Obviously, there's
Yeah.
even peppers hotter than a Primatali. But when I was at the height of what I was doing, I had my first Primatali that someone sent me, and I was like, "Holy!" It wasn't like it was eating and says, "Wow, this might be hotter than a Carolina Reaper." I knew it was hotter than a Carolina Reaper. There was no doubt. That one happened to be a chocolate Primatali, which the chocolate ones, which are brown in color, have a tendency to be hotter.
Mhm.
The ones I've got, he was sold out of the chocolate Primatali's seeds, so I've just got the regular ones, which will be red in color. But again, they should still register. Somewhere I would think register somewhere between 1.5 and 2.5 Scovilles. So
Yeah. Is it in the books officially hotter than the Reaper?
no. The
okay.
only thing that's official is the Carolina Reaper, and it's the only thing in the Guinness
Okay.
Book of World Record.
Right,
And
yeah.
the Carolina Reaper ranges between 1.5 and
Yeah, I did seed production for Pepper Joe on the Carolina Reaper. I was
Okay.
his biggest one in Louisiana, biggest grower in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I made buku bucks with Pepper Joe. And then Miss Laura Rippey, she bought him out. And then I was dealing with her. She had it for almost 2 years, and then she sold to some online retailer company. They drug Pepper Joe's name down, seed company, in the freaking dirt. Man.
Yeah.
If Joe would be dead, Joe or Diddy would be dead right now, he'd be turning over in his grave.
Yeah.
He did away with all the growers and, this and that and the other. Went to Mexico, letting, it's his business. He can do what he wants.
Yeah.
But, man, keep your growers that you had, because we were the one making money for them, and we were growing separate. I grew one type of pepper. That was it.
Yeah.
One type of pepper per year. I didn't even grow my own bell peppers, because it would have cross pollinated.
Mhm.
Well, I got a friend, Mike Carecas, and I reviewed one of his sauces a year and a half or so ago, and he's taken off. And he gets some local stuff, but most stuff he has to get from overseas because he's got to get it year round. So you can't get the super hot peppers year round. Florida don't get the super hot peppers year round. You can get peppers, you can get habaneros and jalapenos, but you can't get good size super hot peppers when they're high, when they have those cold nights and their highs are in the 70s and low 80s in the wintertime. So he gets a lot of his peppers in the off season overseas. So it's a tough, if you're going to do it and you're going to make a business out of it, which I'm pretty sure he's made a business out of it. I haven't gotten really into it with him lately, but I'm impressed with the guy. He's doing fantastic.
So Warren, how's it going?
But you see, Pepper Joe, he would buy enough seeds. He would tell me, look, okay, I got enough. He would give me a quota to fill, this many ounces, or pounds of seeds. For me, each grower had a quota. And they had some couple of growers in Florida, for Carolina Reapers, the seeds. So he had an allotment for each of us, well, you give me 3 pounds of seeds, which that was a lot of money.
Oh, sure.
At 7 cents a seed, and anyhow, but this guy's going to Mexico, the new guy, the recent owner, for seed production. He's not doing peppers. He's just doing the seeds, and I don't know. So I just lost interest in seed production for companies. I had another company, I forget the name of it, offered me to grow for them, at 10 cents a seed.
I don't know
it goes by the gram.
Right.
They figure out how many in a gram, and they do this 10 cents. So it's like, okay, it goes by weight, but it equals to 10 cents a seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they selling them $1 a seed, you know.
What's up, Lone Star? Chad.
Hey, Lone Star.
What's up?
Feedback.
But I was going to say about those peppers, it's hard to tell sometimes. I mean, because the Guinness Book of World Records will have like a Carolina Reaper listed, but that's at the top of its range. You know, it's probably the one they had listed. But it's possible to get a Carolina Reaper that is not as hot as a like Bootla, because
Right.
Bootla's high in its range and the Reaper's lower.
Bujalokia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost pepper. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Ed Curry's got somewhere between 10 and 30 peppers that he's got that's hotter than the Carolina Reaper. He just ain't releasing nothing. He
Right.
Yeah.
you
well,
can't even get you can't even get a Pepper X from Ed Curry. He's got Pepper X stuff out there, but you're never going to get a Pepper X, because as soon as he releases a Pepper X, somebody's going to have a Pepper X seed, and they're going to start cross-pollinating that with something else, trying to mutate something else. So
Right. Make another variety.
Yeah.
But you see, Ed, okay, now it takes 7 years to prove a pepper. Okay. 7 years, 7 growing seasons to make sure that seed's going to hold true with that variety. You know what I mean? It takes 7 years. You just can't cross two and say, okay, you know, in the next year from the seed from the 2 parent plants, and you get a real good, I mean, the hottest thing you ever had, if you had a machine to test it and it tested hot, you got to go 6 more times or 7 more times to prove it's going to stay true.
Goddamn Baker says, how long does a burn from a Carolina Reaper last? First of all, when you eat a Carolina Reaper, my recommendation is you eat the Carolina Reaper, you got something in your stomach, and you chew it up fine, and then swallow it.
Yeah,
You drink nothing.
Keep chewing and chewing and chewing
You allow that heat to max out. It's going to take somewhere between 5 and 7 minutes for that heat to max out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to endure that heat and that pain, allowing your mouth to salivate, allowing your mouth to extract the extracts from that pepper, the oils from that pepper out of your mouth. You're going to do that for at least 10 minutes until you get yourself back down to a very low tolerable amount of heat or pain in your mouth before you drink anything. Drinking anything is a temporary solution and will only prolong how long it is until you have full relief.
Water enhances the heat.
Yeah, it washes the oil around.
So
Yeah.
It'll make
Bread,
it fluid and be hotter.
Bread, I've heard bread, you know, plain white bread is supposed to be one of the best things to maybe tame it. But man, those peppers are so hot. Those Reapers and those and the like the daisy cutters, you know, the yellow marugas.
that bread is good for your belly. It isn't good for your mouth. Everything I do in my mouth after I eat something like that only smothers or holds that heat in and keeps my mouth from salivating, which only makes it hurt more.
Yeah, keeps your mouth from salivating, but your eyes and your nose are running bad. Yeah, I've talked to Ed Curry on the phone. He knows me. Pepper Joe knows me well too. I had the keys to Beach House in Myrtle Beach. I had the keys to that. I had the keys to in the Smoky Mountains to his cabin up there. I had the keys to the place in Florida on the Atlantic side. Okay. Any grower for him, if you made him money, you had the keys to his places. You just go, you know, and when you run out of beer, liquor, all you do is call the store, you know, the place where he has an account at, and they brought you whatever you wanted. It didn't cost you a dime. You just had to get your butt there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Oh, yeah. I never took advantage of that, though. Never. But I'm pretty sure I still have the privilege of going
I
to
probably would
Florida.
have ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
That's it. No more liquor.
Jody was that one guy.
It's always
Fucked
that
it
one
up for
guy.
everybody.
Well, you see now, okay, Spicy.
Mhm.
You also know me instead of Boo Luke. You also know me as Cajun Coin Hunter.
Okay, back when I first was growing my channel.
Right, when you first started.
Mhm.
Right, right. And you go live a lot now.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
man.
I don't go to live nowhere near as much as I used to.
You
Back in the
blow.
day, I used to go live
Yeah.
5 nights a week.
Well, okay, yeah. But you blew up. Your channel blew up big time. I seen you started and like, wow, he done passed me up big time.
Yeah,
But I don't try on that, you know.
Yeah, well, again, when I was growing the channel, those 5 nights a week, that all helped, and it helped to grow the channel. And then, then hey, I got a lot of friends. I wanted to support a lot of friends. I stopped going live certain nights because friends were going live those nights. And I've really reeled myself back to the one night a week that I'll go live no matter who's on or whatever. And maybe I need to expand at some point, but right now, I'm enjoying my success at my real job, which is what YouTube is not my real job.
Right, oh, yeah.
Enjoying some success there. And when I was successful with YouTube, I wasn't successful at my job that was where I needed to be successful. So I'm glad that it's not growing as quickly, because I know if I put forth that effort again, my other job would suffer. So
how many subscribers do you have now?
3,700.
That's what I thought. About I knew it was about 3,000.
Yeah.
Last I had saw.
Yeah, I've been in that same range for a year now, at least. Between 35 and 3,700 for the last year and a half. So
here my train comes.
Oh, he had to mute. He got to.
But I haven't had any really big videos in a while. So I got one video that just keeps continuing to grow, and that's that Spice and Easy one that I did. That was their triple X thing. But I think it has more to do with the thumbnail and people thinking they're going in to see something naked as opposed to seeing me eat hot food.
Guilty as charged. Yeah.
Triple X, I'm going to see something naked. Nope.
Maybe I need to get Crazy Ann to collab with me to make a thumbnail.
I got a Crazy Ann thumbnail where we both were like boxing. It was like Ann versus.
No, you
Spice.
put yourself up on both sides and you put my name in it.
No.
But yeah, you did. Go back and look. Yeah, you put yourself on both sides, you asshole.
You title it "Warning: Triple X Content."
You did that.
In the warning: Triple X content in the video. And it is Triple X content because it's the Triple X pepper.
Right.
Yeah. That's.
Have y'all seen
Hey,
the one?
you're telling the truth. You're telling the truth.
There was a guy had a video on TikTok or something, and it was showing, like, you could see it looked like an ass on there, and then he would zoom out and it would be some lady's butt, in a bikini or whatever. And then the last picture it showed, it looked just like it looked like the best one he had shown yet, and it zoomed out and it was some old lady's arm, like right here in the back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or something like this right here.
Yeah, where the ridge is. But it was her back fat right
Yeah,
there.
right there. Yeah. We used to do that when we were kids. Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
And little boys was like, "What's that?" And I said, "What does it look like?" They said, "I don't know." I said, "You ain't got a sister?" No. Okay, never mind. Hey, you used to hang around with us on TLT's channel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that years ago before he shut his channel
years
down?
ago. Yep.
TLT. Yeah, that was what, 5 years ago, something like that? 4 or 5
No,
years
it's not
ago?
that long ago. I've only had my channel now for like a little over 3 years.
Okay, well,
No.
all right. Well, I was with him like 4 years ago, and then you had started, hanging out with us.
I would go everywhere back in the day, man.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with everyone.
Yeah, that was, we had some good times on that channel. Man, I don't even know why he shut his channel down.
I was hanging out with coin people. I was hanging out with drone people. I was hanging out with bushcrafting people. I was all over the place.
Yeah, and TLT, he was coins and silver and gold pourer.
Yeah.
He was a silversmith.
Okay.
And he would do live.
Huh? Just ask Phil if we find it. Looking for a video.
I am. I'm looking for that thumbnail, Ken.
Bacon, what's up, Mona mate?
I don't remember it the way you remember it.
Uh-huh. Like, I got a good remember. Oh, okay, yeah. Something stick very good.
See, if I had trains that went by close enough for me to hear it, it would be drink time. I'd be like, every time you hear a train, it's time to take a drink.
Time to drink.
Oh, you get drunk over here.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes to an hour, 24 hours a day. I'm in
Yeah.
between Baton Rouge and Lake Charles.
I meant on stream, not
know.
like 24 hours a day. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I couldn't do that with the airport either. But every time a plane comes over, take a
a
drink.
shot.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, no. That's too regular for me right there. No. I can handle my liquor, but I don't want to kill myself.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
I need to give old Pepper Joe a call and see what he's been up to. I hadn't talked to Pepper Joe in about, 4 years, probably, something like that. Maybe 5.
Give him a holler.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I said, man, everything's spicy. I was live with him not long ago and all that. Who's that? I don't know his real name. I just know his YouTube channel name. And he plugs Reapers all the time, which he's out of the business now. He might be doing something. I have no idea, with peppers or something. I don't know. He's probably working with Ed on something. Ed Curry. I have
Could
no
be.
idea. No idea.
Although Ed seems to kind of do his own thing,
Yeah.
He really don't need much of anybody else,
Right.
They need it.
Right.
They need him. He doesn't need someone else,
Pepper Joe, he was more of a marketer than a grower, a variety maker, whatever, with the science part of it. I went to LSU for horticulture, so I know a little bit about the science of it, the genealogy and all that. Not that type of genealogy where you mutating stuff, or not mutating, splitting genes or whatever, like they did with the sheep, Dolly, when they cloned that sheep, to test you, whatever. No, I'm not down on that level in plant science. No. But anyway, Ed was more of the, science guy. Joe Arditi, Pepper Joe, was the marketing guy, and Joe Arditi is the one that named it the Carolina Reaper.
Okay.
It was they had some numbers and letters for the Carolina Reaper. Ed's numbers and letters for it, and then he got with Pepper Joe, to market. Pepper Joe had the exclusive on those seeds, the exclusive. And then somebody else got a hold of a couple of seeds, not long after, like you said earlier. Somebody's going to get a hold of a seed and try to do this and that with it, But it's going to fail if you just got the first year after. They're going to fail because it's not a proven pepper, The seeds are not proven after 6 or 7 years. But anyway, Joe's the one that named it the Carolina Reaper because Joe's from the Carolinas.
Gotcha.
And then it's like, in French, Cajun, we call it le flamme d'enfer, the flames of hell, like death, fire, with the Reaper, death. So Carolina, where he's from, and then the Reaper. And Ed said, yeah, good idea, and boom, it went on from there.
There you go.
Interesting.
Well, Jody, are we going elsewhere?
Oh shit! It's after 9 o'clock, isn't it? I was going
It
to jump over to Groovies.
I wasn't sure. I didn't
Yeah.
want to say anything, but I didn't want to not say anything.
Well, I lost track of time. Couldn't get a word in there for a little bit, but
I apologize. I apologize
I'll
for.
see you guys there.
I apologize for taking over your channel with
that's
Spice.
all right. I'm going to
No,
bring
no,
him
no.
up. I'm going to grab the link to it right quick, and not that too many people in here need the link to it, but I'm going to
Yep.
I'll
pop it
see
in
y'all
here
over there.
anyway.
Yeah, put the link
Okey-doke.
in.
Thanks
I
for
don't know.
having me up,
All
Jody.
right, cool.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, no problemo. I don't know a lot about Harry Potter, but I'll go learn something.
Yeah, right. There you go.
All
There you
right.
go. See y'all there.
Voyager Center. We're about
Go
to
ra-
jump over to
reach
Groovy
out.
Lava Squirrels channel for a little bit.
Go rate him.
He's live now, so they're doing nerd talk over there. We're gonna go see. All right.
right.
Talk to y'all later.